One player has done all that he can with the touches he's been getting. His coaches have taken notice. They think he's capable of new heights and will give him a chance to reach them this week.
What is he right now?
Even.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something
I think so.
the
thing is pretty good.
You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't get.
Do these stack reduced pressure effects in them? They said no pressure effects, reduced pressure effects.
I think the no pressure effect is already like. Yeah.
I'm on the howl at the moon, you know I need me some room. Chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before, and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the collar. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Have you met this person? Doing referees? No. My matches aren't that entertaining. I'm always like on edge to get in and get out. To be honest with you, I'm not like I'm not a lot of people.
What's up, Bodie? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen,
I want to see.
it's about that time to turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go, happy bangles.
I was really undefeated.
I thought it was the last thing.
You had the jump scare ones?
David Bailey's out? Playing boys.
You moved him already?
We find talent.
Oh, you didn't move him? What was your projection?
I don't know.
PA Sports coverage
Rain
of the NFL
day.
has us in a very
I just posted
rainy
my- the
Kansas
stats,
City,
my
Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, you got
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup
leave a
for you
projection
here,
over.
as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Andy Reid.
Will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back. Now
During
that they
practice,
know that chasing the
What is the
1972
injury? Some of them are
Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears,
Well,
they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Rainy day.
Something's got to
You
give
need
in
to
this
check the
one,
injury.
right? Both teams want to start a
It's-
new
it's-
streak,
it was during
and they both
practice. That's
want
probably
it to
just 1
be
week.
a victory. This should be a fun one.
Oh, he shifts past him. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 20 now. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Turnovers, and hope that was something last week resolves itself this time around.
I didn't like this one.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Who's there before
They're
them?
locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit
Yeah, I
more
would
than a
say, yeah.
slant.
They're 5-1.
Towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And they'll run it here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, you can say that.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. Still going. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field.
I think it was because it's really foggy. It looked compared to mine.
Stop saying this.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will
think
go
we
to
should
work
have kept it
at
like
the
green
21-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last
Well, at
week's
least he
game.
put on the
His
outside.
performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
There we go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bothering him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's like, I know all your plays. I know all your moves. I'm in your head already. You think I don't know what you're doing? You think I don't know if this slap out from the table? I know this place is looking.
Be ready! 15! Hey, 43! Hey, rip list!
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, we went down. Go, stop, go, start.
And he will have the Chiefs first down.
What day is
They're
this,
going
though?
to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10 of Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff to Charbonnet. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're going for it.
Oh, you're so...
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
I don't know how to fill holes anymore, dude. I think he's good. I think he's better than William.
A couple of yards beyond midfield. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 15.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Hey, Riblet. Yellow. Hey, 57.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Oh, fuck.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 26.
Second in the division.
First down.
Williams with a little touch pass
Oh, shit,
forward.
got stopped.
Down inside the 10. And he will score. Luther Burden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll give here to Charbonnet.
Get out of the way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's caught by Velo. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McLaughlin is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gives this one away. And take it right on the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs foot.
We haven't played this week. We have. Interested? Yeah, it's usually this week.
First and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
I don't like
your second down play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
You're playing with a 74 QB, buddy.
Here's Mahomes. And this pass broken up.
Go for it, please.
Contact well timed.
Go for it.
And now
Go for it. Go for it.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's a good note. How far you should kick the launch right now.
Oh,
No. That's way too
see, my thumb is so shaky.
They got the lead right now. You're trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders.
My punts get like that too. It's just like,
Throwing is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get
What the heck?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
look like you want that too.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Drops it underneath for Tootin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
They're all started at the same time.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. And the box is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself.
Oh, my goodness.
I was trying to spy, but it was too late.
So for the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. 3rd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Oh, the backup.
To a stop. He does have the first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams.
Oh. Hey, but you got the hit. You got to send a message. One more.
So the incomplete pass here, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
You better end right or no?
There's no timeouts. It's hurt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
I said
report.
it before you even did it.
Okay,
I said,
Brandon, thank you.
I know you're thinking about
Week
PBC.
6 is here.
Don't
We're starting to get a
do
little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our look at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Bijan Robinson. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Falcons get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right now?
And this is Baker Mayfield. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Buccaneers improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Josh Downs. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 58 yards for the score. The Colts get just their second win of the season. They improved to 2-4. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
That is.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
The give is to McLaughlin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. We'll get that complete to Vela. That's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. From the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Williams. And again, back to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And take it right at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set, ready to go. Our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. On the option, it's Charbonnet. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the handoff.
Oh, my God. Oh.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Oh, fuck.
Carry Charbonnet. And he is going to lose yardage here. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
They're looking like a real deal right now.
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Great job right now.
Hey, Ripley.
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, God.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, they're doing so well.
Coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, here's second down and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw is Williams.
Oh, nice man.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it. And he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16.
Whoa, what the hell is this guy?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
What the hell? What is this weed music soundtrack? Let's hear it. What the hell?
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Here it's complete. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Here comes 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride complete. He's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Carry from McLaughlin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Sometimes it's going to be you, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Mahomes to throw it.
It gets in and goes back in.
No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown.
There's a chance that was going to go
away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
I don't like that. I don't like how that guy's out there.
It leads you to wonder, will they?
Because usually that would work if everyone's pressing. But I saw him, I was like, all right, we're going to kick it.
He wants to go for it. Callahan wants it.
Let's see, let's try it again. Change the formation, you.
So now a big spot here as
give
the
it to
Chiefs
me.
will indeed go for 2. Mahomes will throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
State tackle.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Nice. Nice job, Caleb.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially
Nice job,
decide a winner,
Caleb.
although on that last play they were
He
so
didn't want
backed up,
none
it would
of.
have
He
taken a
didn't want no
miracle,
part
and
of
they
it.
couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because
Tough
we
fought
both
Andy Reid.
knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone.
Even though
in this case, though, it didn't happen.
It,
Perhaps next
they
time.
still have the chance to stop that.
Oh yeah, I was waiting. I was like, I don't know, but I only have one chance.
Their strong start to the year
And
continues
honestly,
as they're up to 5-1.
I think what made a big difference was changing my wide receivers because it was so slippery and wet.
Meanwhile,
Put in
for
the bigger guy
Chicago,
through it.
the loss here will move
Because
them
Worthy
back
and
to
James,
500
Worthy,
at 3-3.
I mean, something
And
last
they'll get a
game.
chance to redeem
Drop
themselves
the
at
winning
home
ball.
next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gautin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He did not get 75 yards. It's crazy. I tried. I really tried. I changed it.
Or one touchdown.
It was both. I tried.
You weren't gonna win if you kept going for it.
Yeah. We were sucking me in.
I thought you were gonna lose there. You looked.
They could have knocked out a lot of those balls. You know?
You looked off that game.
I did not. Just not enough reps back to back. You know what I mean? I'm glad I got that game. I needed that. 'Cause if I went down again, I would have been like, you were not that good. Or 2. No, because Julian was warning me, like, Steelers, he's like, their season starts now. He kept saying that to me. And I was like, no, it's true, because the competition's getting harder, but I just was like, maybe he's right. Maybe I can't live up to the rest of the league's competition. So, but Laughlin is not hardly one. Truly is not. For some reason, the game just loves one guy in your team.
Yeah.
Yours is Aubrey. Yours is that one random dude.
Danny's favorite toy.
Yeah.
I'll have kids. Give stuff like that.
Oh, well, that's good that it's like a actual star player.
Yeah,